All right, now we're gonna warm up and show you how to strengthen your back. We're gonna first focus on the scapular muscles. The scapular muscles are your shoulder blades. If you don't have strong shoulder blades, you don't really have a good pull. So what we're gonna really do is, I'm gonna show you really how to prime your shoulder blades, so the right shoulder first. And you're gonna just set up here, and as you see, my shoulder blade's on a stretch. So as it's on that stretch, I'm gonna try to retract my shoulder blade. So this is the retraction, protraction. So I'm gonna post up here. You can either brace yourself and pull into your shoulder, doing an isometric. So I'm gonna hold this strong position, like so, for about 10 seconds, really trying to contract my shoulder blade. Really pulling. And I'll relax maybe for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, catch my breath, and then I'll re-engage. So what I'm doing is re-engaging the shoulder blade. That's your first initial pull in any type of pulling movement. Do about 3 sets, rest for about 60, 30 seconds, and then repeat. All right, now that your joints and your muscles are primed, now we'll get into a pull-up. So the goal of a pull-up or any exercise is to stay under tension. So the goal here is we're gonna really create tension under length. So we're gonna start high and keep tension as we fail, even at the bottom position. But I'll demonstrate and show you how I'll start. What I'll do is, I'll come all the way up, and I'm keeping the 90-degree angle or keeping the short tissue of my bicep as I pull. And I'll gradually, as I fail in this position, head to the middle position. And as I fail in the middle position, I'll go a little bit longer, but I'm still pulling regardless of where I am. And then at the end position, you can go with your scapular pulls, because we're getting the whole length of the back, all the way to failure. All right, so we're gonna work on the dips, but mostly we're gonna show you how to really engage the back muscles and the chest muscles, or prime those muscles before we get into the dip. So what we'll do, the setup is, you're gonna take your shoulders into extension, and you can do one at a time. So you're gonna apply both up, and what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna press down into the bar. As we do that, we're stimulating tension into the stretch tissue, because this is your initial push. So we really wanna strengthen this part of the tissue, or this part of the joint. So we're gonna really press down for about 10 seconds, trying to generate some force and strengthen the muscle and tissue in this position. Relax and switch sides. So you do the same thing. So you place your shoulder, your joint into a stretch position, and then you start generating force down into the bar. This is an isometric. So as you do this, you're really trying to generate more force into the tissue, because you're trying to strengthen that tissue in this longer position. Okay? You do that, relax, and then you can get into your set. So what we're gonna work on is eccentric dips. So eccentric basically means you're lengthening the tissue and you're applying tension to that tissue. So what we're doing here is gonna all the way up, and we're gonna slowly lengthen, but I'm still pressing down as I lengthen my muscle. Okay? And then you shoot back up, and I'm pressing down, but I'm lengthening under control and down. Okay? Go for one more. I'm pressing down as I sink down lower with control into the stretched tissue. That's your eccentric dip. All right, I'm gonna show you a different variation to a bicep curl. We're gonna be doing a bicep curl at different lengths. So we have shortened bicep curl, mid, and lengthened. So we're gonna strengthen the tissue or the muscles at different lengths. So what we'll do, we'll take a band at medium resistance, put it at a stretch, and we're gonna start in the shortened position. And all I'm doing is contracting. And we're gonna go to failure on this. So you're contracting. Before you fail, you're gonna back a little bit up. And then we go at length. And we're going to failure. Also, you can rotate. I don't care how you do it, as long as you're keeping tension in the bicep. Once you fail, that's the end of your set or end of your rep. You fully recover, and then you can do another set.